Well, we all got them. These random strong opinions. What are yours? You can let us know. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. One text says, if anybody wants to know why Gen X is always mad, which would be our generation, Virginia. We're always mad.
Always mad? I'm not always mad. I'm usually mad, but I'm not always mad.
They said the reason why Gen X is always mad is because they had to replace the record collections with a tape collection, that they had to replace with a CD collection, that they had to replace with an MP3 collection, and now they need a subscription to listen to music.
It's a good point.
It's funny.
Okay.
I have bought a lot of the same Billy Joel albums in my time.
We have gone through 5 different variations of how to listen to our music. It has been very costly here. Another random strong opinion says, bad singers should only be allowed to perform Just a Friend at karaoke.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, you got what I need. I mean, anybody can do that song.
And I think, honestly, there should be another rule in karaoke. You can't go over 4 minutes. If you pick a song over 4 minutes, the bar needs to turn on you. How dare you play Bohemian Rhapsody? I've seen so many terrible versions of Bohemian Rhapsody, and that's a 7-minute song, y'all.
I agree. If I had some karaoke laws, if I were to establish them, no long musical, whatever they do, solos or whatever. If it goes over 45 seconds, sorry.
What's that one Meatloaf one that goes on forever? Is it
There's Paradise by the Dashboard Light. That's about almost an 8-minute song, I think.
That is a karaoke crime.
Right. You can't go over 4 minutes. You can't have either past a 60-second song intro. You ever seen that too, where they have that song and they're just standing there?
Yes.
And you're just like, everybody's looking at you and you're looking at them and they're looking at you.
It happened to me during Van Halen's Jump. I had no idea how long that solo was, and I think it's a minute 20.
It goes both ways. They have a long intro.
Only so many goofy dances you can do.
Well, you had the big star who actually didn't really sing. He just played an instrument, so he had to show off a bit.
Of course.
Yeah, it took a little bit of time. Another random strong opinion says, every family has one chair nobody is allowed to sit in. That used to be something when I was a kid growing up. I don't know if that's still a modern rule today, but it was something in my era where Dad always had a chair and you did not want to sit in Dad's chair. I remember one time I was sitting in Dad's chair and they're like, dude, and he walked in right as I was sitting there like, get up. And he's like, what are you doing with my chair? And I mean, it got heated. And I was like,
you were at a friend's house?
Yes. I'm like, it was just furniture, dude. I had no idea.
No one told me.
Seriously upset. Yeah, they walked in and they could not believe I desecrated this piece of furniture. And then the dad walked in. It was so awkward.
Yeah, that was always a weird thing when someone else's parent yelled at you. You kind of didn't know what to do.
You're sitting in a chair. You're like,
There was no sign on it, sir.
He's like, why would you go for the biggest, most comfortable chair? And he's like, is that just what you are? You're rude like that? And I'm like,
no, I like comfort on my butt.
Yeah, I had to explain myself to this old guy. It was rough.
Oh, yeah, a douche. He's a douche.
He really was.
He was trying to break Ralston. He was letting him know this is my house. This is my domain.
Aren't you glad you're not one of his kids?
He's trying to break that puppy.
Yeah, we sit down for dinner. He's like, you sure you want to sit at the head of the table?
Oh, what a douche.
He didn't let it go?
No, he's like, might as well. I mean, you want to take over everything.
Was it one of those dinners that got so awkward all you heard was the clanking of the utensils to the plate?
It was odd, yeah. And I think I was like 6th grade. Like I was kind of young too. So it was pretty odd to come down this heavy on one kid for sitting in your chair.
They were mean to kids back in the 70s.
Really were.
They really were mean to kids. And they were like, shut up and take it.
And there were uncomfortable dinners with other families. Because other families did dinner different than my family did.
Totally.
So you'd go over to someone else's house, and the way they did dinner, it could get very uncomfortable.
And there's unspoken rules. Like, nobody told Kevin there was, assigned seating.
Right.
Dude, chill out. I can't imagine yelling at one of Rocco's friends or scolding him and then keeping it going all night because he sat in a chair.
Yeah, they didn't ever have any problems scolding kids.
No.
In that era. The fact that they loved it. It's almost like, well, I haven't yelled at a kid in a while.
And a lot of us grew up thinking our parents didn't really like us that much.
I know that their parents definitely didn't like us.
Their parents did not like us.
No, hated us. Hated me, at least. Another random strong opinion. The worst part of cooking is actually deciding what to cook.
That can be troublesome. You're in the mood for something, but you can't nail what you're in the mood for.
It's daunting. It's daunting sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of goes back to that thing we talk about with choice, that sometimes there's just so much that your mind, especially if you've been fried and the whole day has spun you around like you feel like you've been in a blender for 10 hours. And then you come home, you're like,
I'm just going to eat ramen.
Especially if you have to prepare a meal. If you're the one preparing it and then you have to feed a bunch of people, that can be pretty annoying.
I get to prepare 2 meals, Rocco and Panda, because they usually don't eat the same thing.
That's kind of how my family was, too. The older we got, we all started eating our own thing, so it was very tough to kind of pin everybody down for a dinner.
It's so hard.
Another random strong opinion says, if every brunch is bottomless, you have a drinking problem.
Don't invite me to your dumb brunch if it's not bottomless.
I thought everybody already kind of knew that. Duh. Yeah, if you're always getting down on the bottomless.
Who has a dry brunch? Oh, my gosh. What am I, a nun?
Yeah.
Even my great aunt, who was a nun, she got down with the wine.
But when people do the bottomless, aren't they wasted usually? Do people get tore up at brunch?
It seems like an aggressive move because you're already caught into this double standard here where it's like, okay, I've ordered the bottomless. I can get my money's worth.
Exactly.
And as you do that, then you've just committed yourself to I'm getting completely sloshed.
But a lot of places now will put a 2-hour limit on the table.
Well, that's not bottomless to me then.
Well, it's bottomless for the 2 hours that you're sitting there, but then they say...
Okay, so then you got to drink faster?
Yep.
Oh, that's great. That's even better. That's how
keep them coming.
Yeah, so I can fight my friend.
Oh, great. Yeah. So instead of stretching 12 out over 4 hours, you get 12 in 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Same amount of alcohol, I'm sure.
I think they were seeing like girls like order 1 egg and sit there for 3 hours, 4 hours.
I accidentally walked into a brunch thinking it was another place, and it scared me. I'm like, I'm not going in there. This is too much going on in here.
On the Lord's Day.
It was so much. It looked like they were playing laser tag, but with champagne bottles.
I love it. Yeah. Where is this place?
It was so early and bright out. I go, oh my, their Monday's gonna suck.
And another random strong opinion, the song So Easy to Fall in Love sounds like an escort's anthem. Listen to the words, I can't unhear it.
Oh.
It says, I could be the twist, the one to make you stop, the icing on your cake, the cherry on the top. It's heaven in my heart, and we could find you some space. I could be the world to you, the missing piece, that extra sentimental kind of chemistry.
Or you could be talking about a side piece as well.
Or a wife.
Yeah, no, it's something about a wife. No, husbands don't write nothing that sweet after they've been married.
In the beginning of their marriage.
You're right.
Like,
okay.
That's like month 3.
That's month 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the perfect mix of Saturday night and the rest of your life. It's a good line there.
Yeah, I mean, that's a forever line.
Mm-hmm. All right. Very nice.